Welcome to the dumbest smart guy podcast on the planet. This is the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Oh, baby. Welcome back, everyone, to your favorite amateur historiology podcast, Central Unintelligence. My name's Josh, here today with good buddy Adam.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm looking up stuff.
He's looking up stuff. Amateur historiologists at their finest. Not only are we amateurs, we're also unprofessional as fuck.
Oh, yeah. We do about 3 minutes of research every goddamn episode.
CUP, now featuring laziness.
Yeah.
Anyway, now
Passivism. You want to check out that episode? Look up NPP. What is the actual title of the episode?
Technology has pacified us.
Okay, there you go.
Anyways, today we're gonna talk about a couple. It's just gonna be like current events or whatever, right? And the main one being, us shooting down one of our own planes, which is pretty funny. But anyways, before we get into that, if we go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you can follow us around there. Game Rage Mag on Twitter /X. You can follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram. You can also follow on Substack.com/All Gas No Trash Official. All right. I just have to say, this is the real world of equivalent of if anyone's gonna have sex with my sister, it's gonna be me. All right. We shot down one of our own F-18s in the in the Mediterranean or wherever the fuck we're at over there, fucking with the Houthis. We shot down our own fucking F-18 by accident.
Oh man, we pulled a Russia.
Well, I think we literally just were like, hey, we just want to let you guys know that the only one who can shoot down our shit is us. So we're gonna prove it to you by shooting down our own shit. Literally, if anyone gonna shoot down my F-18, it gonna be me. And that's exactly what we did. The reports of what happened are that the F-18 had just taken off from the carrier deck, and one of the destroyers that was in the group somehow mistook it for an enemy UAV and just fucking lit it up and took it out. Thus, honestly, I feel like sort of ending the debate of if the Russians just sent some of their shit to go attack our boats. That's what would happen. Is you just get shot down. Like, you're not gonna get close enough to fucking do anything. Like, you're just gonna get fucking blown up. We blow up our own shit. Mistook it for an enemy and killed it. And then immediately, the best part was the Houthis put out a press release and said, "Oh yeah, we did that." It's in the middle of the fucking ocean, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we shot that down."
What weaponry did you use?
They were like,
no comment.
Yeah. None of your business. That's classified information on the Houthi top secret classification level, terrorism level 5. All right, you can't know about it. It's not for any other people to know. But yeah, they
like a press game conference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did that shit. Yeah, we went 5 for 6 today.
Yeah.
We did 12 boards. 3 assists.
Put up 42 points. Just making shit up. We hit 3 grand slams. Fucking. We're like, sir, that's not even the same sport. Yeah. Shut up.
40 blown homes. Yeah. I mean, we put up a triple double today. Yeah. Big news. Big news.
Also, Patrick Mahomes has just signed with the Houthis, and he's now going to be our fucking starting quarterback. And he's actually the one who shot down that plane. He threw a football at it and fucking clogged the engine, blew it up.
All right. No further questions.
Yeah. No further questions. That'll be it. We'll see you guys on the next one.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah. On Christmas Day, because we're terrorists. We don't believe in that shit. So see you then. So we shot down our own fucking aircraft by accident and forced the pilots to eject. And one of them got, like, not severely injured, but had injuries because of the ejection into the ocean. And then we had to dispatch our rescue crews to go fucking pull them out of the drink, as they say.
Would it not be in line? Well, I don't know if you actually get injured from being ejected out of I mean, you are projected out. You are shot out ejected out rather quickly.
Yeah,
so
you're ejected out at like several hundred miles an hour. And also you're flying, you're going straight several hundred miles an hour. And then
you get the wind.
And then you're also shot up while going straight. Yeah. So like, I imagine it's a whiplash fucking sandwich. Like it's got to just fuck your shit all the way up. I mean, yeah, you're harnessed in, but like, I don't know, man. I mean, shit, they figured it out enough to where, I mean, listen, Dale Earnhardt died from getting whiplash in a car crash.
That's. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually surprised you know anything about fucking NASCAR. I mean, why would anybody know about NASCAR information at large?
I don't know. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, Dale Earnhardt died in a car accident on NASCAR. And that's why they have to wear those like harnesses that clip their helmet so they don't get the forward whiplash.
Yeah.
So like, I know they don't have that shit on F-18s. So if you're fucking rocketing out of there, I don't know how your fucking neck's not, you know, so I don't know. Strange. But either way, yeah, damage done nonetheless. One F-18 has been destroyed. One multi-million-dollar aircraft has been fucking destroyed.
Oh, that was $7 million down the drain.
Not to mention whatever armament it had on it, and also the ammo we wasted in shooting it down. So because those Sea-Wiz guns or whatever that they use, those anti-aircraft guns, they're like, I think they're like $1,000 a round. So fuck, man.
The U.S. government collectively like scratching their fucking head. They're like, fuck, you know.
They're like, meh, we did it. Oh well. Yeah, we fucked up. Not a biggie. We'll be good. So, anyways, that was that. We also had another aircraft crashing news. We had over there down in I believe it's Miramar, the Marine Corps Air Station or thereabouts. There was a helicopter that crashed, and I got to see the fucking like live footage of it. It was kind of cool. Everybody got off safe, but I don't know. They had some kind of engine failure, and they ended up like landing it, but the shit just like blew up or whatever. And it was a massive fucking fire, dude. Like, it just goes to show you, like, that's just one single aircraft, and it blew up and caught on fire. And it like literally for like tens of miles, it looked like a fucking raging forest fire. And it was just one aircraft. And that's just because, I mean, likely all the fucking fuel that's on it. I mean, it carries several 100 pounds of fucking fuel, which I don't know what he equates to gallons, but you know, it's got a shit ton of fuel on it. So that shit burned for a hot minute. And
yeah, no comments from Kobe. So
true. Yeah. Kobe, the pilot, as he was going down, went Kobe, and then fucking just boom, done. But everybody lived. So not like Kobe, actually. He fucked up. He called it wrong. Anyways, so that was interesting and cool to see. What you had said, you had mentioned something about Serbia and some studentry protesting.
Yeah, it's so now we have civil disobedience within Serbia, as it appears that there's a large protest in Belgrade, and it was organized by students and farmers, and they're calling for democratic changes and accountability from the current regime, which is the Vučić. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Vučić regime.
They're just Serbian. Who cares? I don't think we have any listeners in Serbia.
And they are currently spouting out pro-Kremlin agendas. So it's almost like parallel to what's happening in Georgia, where they don't want to. I don't think they're trying. I don't even know if they're actually part of the European Union, but it appears that they want to become the citizens of Serbia want to be part of the European Union.
Yeah. Okay.
And this government's telling them, no, fuck you. We're pro.
Fuck off. We're pro Russia.
Yeah. But they're just not down with the government itself altogether. So it's like, how the fuck did this motherfucker get elected if they weren't down with this shit to begin with, unless they were, you know, wooed and swept off their feet by this guy's, like, you know, like that guy with the chainsaw from fucking Argentina.
Right, yeah.
That this guy was so fucking crazy. They're like, oh, well, what other options do we have? I mean, we might as well try this guy that's running around the streets with like a chainsaw, like fucking, what's his name? Leatherface or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, what do you got to say about it?
Yeah, I think this is more indicative of us attempting to shore up either disrupt people that are going to be possibly allied to Russia. This is like some CIA level shit here, where we're like, all right, we need to start some shit, get some grassroots movements going, so that these motherfuckers, when the shit cracks off, hopefully we'll have governments that are sympathetic to us or allied with us involved. So at the very least, they'll just not participate. Bare minimum. They just won't participate and be an enemy. Worst case scenario, obviously, is them being an active participant in enemy or an enemy combatant, right?
Yeah, it's interesting, and I don't think it's well. That's your theory as far
that's
as
my theory as to what's going on. Also, I do think if we're looking at it, that's my theory of what I think is happening. If we look at it from like a more realistic fucking scenario, it's likely that the citizens of all these countries know that there's something about to happen, that there's war is afoot again in Europe, and they don't want to get caught on the wrong side of it, because if you are allied with the wrong side, you're going to be fucked when it's all over. And so I think that the war in Ukraine has really shown people that Russia is, as we've said before, like this kind of a paper-ish tiger, where they're not that competent or not as competent as they let everybody think they are.
I think the integration of North Koreans into the war itself was kind of the tell.
That's the draw of the line.
Well, no, I just think it's the tell that Russia, and if it hasn't been exemplary already, that they weren't competent as, you know, they weren't the world force that people expected them to be, that having North Koreans become troops in their endeavors, that I don't know, that felt like a tell to me. But yeah, it's just really interesting timing that these Eastern European countries are now finding themselves in a position of, all right, before things escalate,
yeah,
we need to find out where we're at as a country before. Well, who the fuck knows if we even get to World War III, if it ever becomes that? Because that's something to think about. Is like, man, when was World War II actually ever declared? Was it Pearl Harbor, or was it just an ongoing thing? And then history decided that retrospectively that it was World War II. So it's like, because we're living in these real interesting times, but there's no, it's like a muddled kind of international skirmishes across the board, but nothing to say that it is actually in fact World War III.
Yeah, it wasn't. World War II wasn't officially began. World at War again wasn't really declared until we entered the fray because of Pearl Harbor, because then it truly became a global conflict because now everyone's involved.
Yeah.
History looks back and says, okay, 1939 when Hitler first invaded Poland, that was the actual beginning of World War II. That history can look back upon and say, okay, this is where this shit actually originated from. And that's where I say, I think that this new invasion of Ukraine is going to be looked back in history as, oh, this was the first act of World War III. When you look back, when historians look back on it 40, 50 years later, they're going to say, oh, that was actually the real start of it.
What about even 10 years back, even further, like 2014 when
it took Crimea?
When Crimea was...
Could be that too, but I think that too much time has passed. And I think that initial Crimean invasion will be looked at as, oh, there's too much time had passed, so it's unrelated, is what I think it'll probably be looked at historically as just, that was just them trying out some shit. But then the real kicking off of World War III was when they fully invaded into the Ukraine, when they dug deeper and started doing this fucking campaign against Ukraine. That's when I think they're going to look at and say, okay, that was when it really started.
Yeah. So I kind of detracted from what I was talking about.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
All these Balkan countries, dude. Like, I don't even know if Serbian's a Balkan country, but just that whole region, including Serbia, deciding what internally they're gonna fucking be is interesting, because we already have all these things going on, and you know, as you said before, it's deciding whether people are gonna be on a losing side altogether. Yeah. That. Who knows, man? Like, you don't want to be set back, like in any world war where you're trying to rebuild an entire country like once more. If Serbia decides, oh man, we're gonna be pro-Russia because the government forced us,
yeah, and
then they fucking lose, they're like, fuck, we got to build our shit again and start from ground zero, even though we weren't shit to begin with. Like, yeah. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
But man, if it is something like the U.S. government sprouting seeds of dissent within their own country, that would be pretty funny, because maybe this won't even be the last one. Maybe it'll be fucking Albania. Maybe Albania is another one of those countries. And I don't even think they're problematic. I don't think they have any internal dissent from their own people or anything like that. But it's countries like that where maybe we see more examples of civil disobedience from citizens or whatever trying to rebel against their government, because who knows, man? Maybe the U.S. government fucking instigated it so that we have more pieces off the table or on the European Union side or NATO side or just Western Europe side, so that we're gathering up our forces and drawing the line in the sand. Drawing the line in the sand.
Evolution.
Time to find out who I am. Yeah, that's what it basically. Yep. Yeah, it basically boils down to evolution.
Yeah,
let me kill my string.
And it's a mystery. Also, on a side news note, I agree with you on that. Side news note too. Trump has been talking shit about the Panama Canal.
Why?
I don't know, because they're saying something about like Panama's like trying to hand it over to China or something. I don't got the full story, but I do know Trump has been saying, if the Panamanians hand it over to the Chinas, then we're gonna take it back. It's gonna be America. It belongs to America. And I mean, the Panama Canal is owned by Panama. We built it or whatever, but in the late 90s, like I think it was 99, I think President Clinton actually handed over control of it to the Panamanians. Panamas. I don't know. The Panamas. This is like the Japans, the Panamas. So Trump was talking shit, and so then the Panamanian president or whatever the fuck he is was like, oh, if you want to keep talking shit, we'll just turn it off and not let anything that's U.S. or going to the U.S. come through. Which the reason why we built the Panama Canal was because that's the only way to get trade shit to the West Coast from Europe without having to like
go down all
the way to the tip or
die.
Yeah, or send it to fucking the East Coast and then have it rail shipped all the way over, which again, our rail economy's not really set up like that anymore. So like that could be a problem. And that would cause prices to go even fucking higher than they currently already are. So that's something to watch out for because Trump does like to talk his shit. And I mean, listen, this is one where we would end up on the wrong side of that. And I mean, listen, let's just be honest. If that were to happen, we would just go take it by force.
Contra.
And then fucking, yeah. So
I saw a new fucking new leader and have him in lockstep with the U.S. government so that we could.
Oh, Panama is always friendly to America. And that's how they'll fuck around and find out. So. But I just thought that was another interesting little side bit that, oh man, here we go. Like here's just another fucking thing going on to just go wrong. But anyways, all right, I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else? No? All right, cool. Well, anyways, that'll do it for us. Go to Game Rage Magazine, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. At Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. You can follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram. And you can follow him on Substack.com/ at All Gas No Trash Official. All right, well, I guess that does it for us. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Was the latest episode of the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. We're also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also our website, www.GameRageMagazine.com.